Hello, everybody. Happy Double Down Day. It is Saturday, July 5th. I cannot believe we are halfway through the year. So this Double Down Day begins the next 6 months of writing and working on our projects. It's also Rough Draft Challenge. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys for being here. Renee's here. Hello, hello. Cassie Ray's here. Good morning, everybody. I miss getting to talk to Renee every day. I hope you're doing great. Mel Gore's here. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad that you are all here today because we are going to be writing all day long. So if you are just finding this stream and saying, oh my gosh, Sarah's live, just know that there are people running live streams every single day of the week for the Heart Breathings writing community. So thank you to all of our admins. Angela will be up next. We have sprints going on pretty much every single day. Or every single hour today. So come join us. It's going to be great. Hey, Mila, welcome from Germany. Morning. Good morning, Emma Louise. Hello, hello. Greetings from Warsaw. Hello, Magdalena. I'm so glad you guys are here. I wanted to tell you something before I share my screen, which I haven't even set everything up. I have just gotten back from a 3-week road trip. So we took a 23-day road trip for my son Andrew's birthday. And when I got back, I had a package from Spotify, and I feel bad that I didn't get it beforehand, but I wanted to let you guys know, and for anybody that is here, that Spotify has teamed up with the JED Foundation to JED Foundation, if you don't know it, is a nonprofit that's focused on emotional well-being. And the new sort of initiative between Spotify and the JED Project is that authors, we need to take care of our mental health, that rest is productive. I thought it was perfect that I got this after I had just taken probably the biggest rest I've taken of my career. But they are sponsoring a $10,000 scholarship. So if you have a completed manuscript that centers around a theme of mental health, you should apply for this. So I don't know all the details, but it says that submissions are only open until the 8th. So I'm like, why did I just get this when I got home? So if you have 3 days to put this together, I don't know what all they want from you other than an application maybe, but it's spotify.com/mental health writers. And I'll see if I can put that up on the screen in just a second. But they are going to be giving away 5 $10,000 unrestricted grants. So that is very cool. They also sent me this little timer. Isn't it so cute? It's a 15-minute timer. I love it. So thank you, Spotify. I will put that up there if you guys want. Who is doing Rough Draft Challenge? Anybody? Everybody? I set a pretty high goal, 75K, and I am a little bit behind. Not by much, but a little bit behind. So we're going to catch up today. I'm going to share my screen here in just a second, but it's going to take me a minute to get it all together. So tell us in the comments. Let me close this. Oh my gosh. I keep losing things. Okay, here we go. I'm going to present my screen. We're going to use Flocus today. Also, if you're sitting here just finding us and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what is Double Down Day? I don't even know what that is. It is basically just a initiative that we started years ago. We started seeing people doing 10,000 word days, but 10,000 words isn't like achievable or sustainable for everybody. So we wanted to make sure that there was an option out there for people that was sustainable for, any stage, I guess, of your career. Why can I not get this one to work? Oh, here we go. So Double Down Day is this idea of try to write double your normal word count. And that's all you have to do, right? And I think that if it can work for anybody, because it just is wherever you are in your journey, whatever's normal for you is totally achievable. So if you normally get 500 words, now you can aim for 1,000. All right, focus timer. We're going to do 25 minutes, short break, long break. I think that is everything. Except it doesn't update. Sometimes I've been away too long. I should have set this up before you guys got here. Maybe I will go to Wonderspace because I know how to use that one easier. I was trying to use this one, but it's not cooperating with me. I still have it set to snow, I think. But it is ready to go for 25 minutes. Okay, I'm going to stop. Oh no, there's an ad in the middle of it. Go away. I don't want an ad. Okay, we're gonna use Wonder Space. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit still getting back into routine here. 25K goal, and I'm a bit behind RDC, 9K now, which is awesome. That is amazing. I'm at just over 4,000, but I should be much higher than that. Hello again from NYC. I'm in for the Rough Draft Challenge. If you don't know what the rough draft, I mean, so out of practice. I definitely should have practiced this before I came on, but I was like, oh my gosh, I'm rushing around. Um, Yay. Okay, I love it. I love it. It's so cool to see you guys. Oh, here is one impact slash buy spot or whatever. What Angela said. There's one link for it. Okay, Sarah be having issues. I'm having issues, you guys. We're going to get there. We're going to go ahead and start this, and then I can play around with it when we go. We're just going to jump right into a 25-minute sprint. So double down day is just aiming for whatever feels sustainable for you. And if you can try to get to what is double the amount of time you normally spend or double the amount of words you usually get, that's awesome. But if not, that's okay too. Just sit down and get some writing done. And even if you want to use these sprints for just writing, reading, doing a little bit of crochet, cleaning up your room, all of it counts. I will be completely muted while we are sprinting. So play your own music, set your own vibe. I will fix the background as we go, but we're going to be on for 25 minutes. I'm not as polished as if you were just at Mel's sprint. How do I stop the sounds? I hope you're laughing with me and not rolling your eyes. Okay, 25 minutes on the clock, and I'll be muted. Happy writing. know, I just had that panicked thing of like, I forgot to change the sound. So some people are going to have a fright. So there you go. There's your scare for the morning. I did figure out how to make Focus work, but now that I'm thinking of it, I need to also make sure the sound is not something weird. So in the comments, let us know how you did. I saw, sorry, somebody just said, there we go. Martina says, I just reached my usable word count. So let's double that. I love the way you think. There we go. How's everybody doing? watching my coffee chat replay. That's awesome. Checking outside my window to see what my neighbor was up to. It was Sarah. Yes. I was just making a little bit of noise, kind of wake people up a little bit, but that ending sound is still going to be surprising. Joyce says, I'm like Sarah, trying the story over again, 153. Yeah, sometimes, it's just the way it is. And something that I have learned to do over time is to just stop judging myself. Well, I mean, I'm not perfect at it, but to try to stop judging myself in terms of if you have to, I was like, why did that just make sound? If you have to get starting over in some way, let's see. You guys, I have not streamed in so long. If you have to start over in some way, don't see it as wasting time because you really didn't waste your time. It's like every draft is an experiment. It's a way of trying to figure out, is this working for me? Is this the story the way that it needs to be? And so I have restarted A Mirror of Shadows multiple times, and it's okay because every single time I restart it, it gets a little bit better. Yes, exactly. It's like developing a recipe. Tweaks make it better every time you do it. Yay, playing with new characters. That's always fun. Finishing up my HV90 planner setup for Q3. During HardyCon, I had on the table for everybody just these little, you can get these from Amazon. They're just like little table stands and they're not super expensive. And then I went on to Canva and I had made this little miniature Kanban board to do, doing, and done. And then on the back it said HardyCon. But I made myself a new one that's purple because it matched my desk a little bit better. But if you are somebody who is doing HB90 or you do really well putting your tasks front and center instead of putting your tasks like in a planner that you don't see again or anything like that, I highly recommend you could use a picture frame. Like I think this one was from the dollar store or something like that. Just you could use this and segment it off, but it's easy to go into Canva and make yourself a little Kanban board so you can move things down, or if you're more traditional, move things over the side. It's so nice. And I've just been using the little mini page flags to put what's on my to-do. So I'm going to be setting that up as well. I'm curious, how do you become a top fan? You know what? I do not know. Is that something that YouTube has just added? Mel, I think you're here. I was noticing on your live stream that it's like top fans and people are in order. So I was like, that is cool. That's got to be something new. So yeah, I'm not sure. Commenting, I think if you are a member, if there's a YouTube membership, which I don't have over here, I think things like that, just the more active you are. I use a dollar store picture frame after someone suggested it in the Facebook group last fall. Perfect. I love it. Yeah, channel engagement. How fun is that? I'm gonna have to go check. I have no idea. The top fan thing, the crown will vary on how people participate and chat. So fun. Encouragement. It's a double-edged sword. Encouragement, but then also, the more little rewards you get, the more sometimes people feel left out, which I always hate. So, there we are. How's your work going? I feel like I have been such a mess already this morning. I was going to shift over to Focus, but I also want to make sure that whatever is set as the focus timer alert sound is something nice. So it's set as soft, so we should be good to go. So I'm going to switch from the Focus or from the Wonder Space timer to the Focus timer because I think it's pretty. There we go. Sakura, like nice blooms. We're going to do this one instead. It's about 2 weeks old and it has to do with how much people comment. It's annoying. I don't like the crowns. Yeah, I was wondering about that. It's like, I don't know if that's something I could turn off or not. But isn't that funny? It's like you go away for 3 weeks and things are already changing. So wild. Had to just got back from a break for my eye, so no headache developed. I was thinking of you. About to test something for our gaming community, then hop back into book 5. I probably should be wearing my glasses because I definitely have been getting eye strain too. Still behind my RDC goal, but I'm happy that I'm getting words in. Back to folding clothes. I don't know if you saw, but where I had asked you where you traveled, if you want to tell us. I will be going, just for anybody that is interested to know. Oh, I stopped our break timer. Sorry. I'm going to be in Australia. So if you are in the Sydney area or the Melbourne area, or you're going to be in Tasmania for the Writer Wonderland RWA conference, I would love to meet up with you because I will be in Sydney for a few days. Then I'm going to be in Hobart for the Writer Wonderland conference. I'm going to be doing an all-day workshop. I would love to see some familiar faces in the crowd there. And then I'm going to fly to Melbourne for a couple of days also before I head home. So if you are in any of those locations, please send me an email because I'm going to be putting together just a few small meetups. Maybe we can go do some fun stuff together. So my crowns always fall off anyway. I love it. A river cruise starting in Budapest. Budapest is one of my favorite places in the world. Ending in a small town in Germany with a bus ride to Prague. Yolanda, that sounds incredible. Love, love, love. Thank you for the warmth when the headaches hit. Yes, for sure. Oh my gosh. I stopped sharing, but I did not stop the timer. So at least now we know that the break is over. I will be getting my life together here shortly. Okay, close that. I feel like anytime you go away, it's just like everything is in disarray. It's like my brain is in disarray. Everything in my house is in disarray. It's so crazy. But thank you for for hanging in there. We have almost 200 people here, so it must not be failing too badly. So we're going to switch to another 25-minute sprint. If you have just recently joined us, we are in the middle of Double Down Day. We're actually pretty early in the day. If you head to my post tab here on YouTube, you'll see a full calendar and link of today's sprints. Angela will be coming up next, but we really only just started here on my channel, so we'll be here for the next hour and a half. So we've got 25 minutes on the clock. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I had George bring me coffee, so the more I get back into routine, the easier this will get. But I'm so glad you're all here. Yes, Angela will be up next. But we're here for another hour and a half. So let's get some more writing in. 25 minutes on the clock. I will be muted. So play your own music if you would like it. And otherwise, I will see you in 25 minutes. Happy writing. All right. Hopefully, you guys can hear the sound. I have it very soft. We made it through our second sprint. How did you do? How did everybody do that time? Let's see if I can make myself a little bigger. I saw that Tracy joined us, and JK Lambo says that she is just celebrating 5 years as an indie author. And if you want to check it out, her book, Culinary Confessions, on Kindle is only 99 cents. So go celebrate with Joanne. So exciting. Congratulations. I grabbed a copy myself. Andy's here, got my house cleaned, ready to get some words in. Hope you had a good Fourth. We had a good Fourth, but it was raining. So tonight we are having a party with all of our neighbors. So I'm very excited to have the kids running around together and to see everybody. That should be really fun. But thank you for the sentiment for sure. How'd everybody do? Elizabeth got 312. Good job. I feel like I am just getting into the vibe of this new version of the book. I changed some of the premise of it. I'm working on A Mirror of Shadows. And if you didn't hear, I started it over for like the 4th time, but I'm on episode 2 now, and I feel like it's going pretty well. So I got somewhere around 300 words this time, 424 this time, but I was talking to the husband. That's always good too. My characters wander off. I'm currently chasing them down. Why are they doing that? Mel, get them in order. Another 500 word sprint. Good job, Carla, finishing up the episode or epilogue, and ate some Pop-Tarts. Delicious. Love it. 368. Rain would be good. It's wildfire season up here. You know what? It often doesn't rain in Texas in the summer. It's raining right now. It's usually very droughty, but for some reason we're having a wet summer. So I will send the rain your way because wildfires are no fun. I think my brain needs a bit of a break. It was so good to see you, Renee. So glad you were here. How did the vacation go? Listen, the vacation was incredible. If you head to my Sarra Cannon channel, I did a coffee chat yesterday where I basically talked about the whole experience that we had, but we drove all the way across the country to North Carolina by way of like Orange Beach, Alabama, and Montgomery and Atlanta, where I got to see my sister for the first time and her wife, that they had just gotten married the week before. So super, super fun. North Carolina, then all the way back through the Smoky Mountains and Nashville and Memphis. And in Arkansas, I got to go quartz mining, like literally in the dirt mining quartz, and I found this beautiful quartz, which is now my favorite crystal. I just love it. It was so fun to like find this myself, and it's like this is how it occurs in nature. It's just faceted and beautiful, and I love it. So we had the best time. I was so fully present with the kids, but I did not write the way that I thought I would. I really and truly just was present and restful the entire 3 weeks and adventurous. Like we went and did a lot of things, but it was all rest. I was pretty much completely off social media, which felt really good. But I missed you guys also at the same time. Hey, Sarah, working on series arcs for my new trilogy. 414 words. Good job. 627. Hey, Inca, of a murder mystery with a Gorgon vampire. I love it. I have some interesting characters in this series too that I'm really interested in writing. Only edited 194. Listen, we just take the word only off the top of it and say edited 194. Editing takes forever. It really does. It's like this is where you get into the nitty-gritty of every word counts, right? But sometimes we have to just spit the words out on the page. And that's what I've been telling myself right now is like, I can deal with it in editing. And yes, that will mean that it takes a long time, but also perfectionism holds us back so much when we're drafting. So each person is going to have your own process, but you can do this whether you're in edits or you're in drafting. Having a difficult time focusing for maybe this next sprint, I'll buckle down and get some words in for sure, for sure. You can do it. I know you can. 637 for Daphne, 214 for Evening Flower. My sister gave me permission to suck, so I'm finally going to finish this draft. Good job, Stacy. So listen, inside the Rough Draft Challenge planner, there is a lemon graphic that says give yourself permission to suck, or I have permission. No, I don't think it says I have permission. I think it says give yourself permission. Just let your first draft be terrible. It's okay. Casey, I think, is here now. Casey Ezel. she's always telling me that too, like, "It's okay. Just let it be the worst thing you've ever written, make it laughably bad," and, sometimes that's what we need to do. Alright, I'm gonna actually pause this while we finish up. 381, hey, Carol, first sprint for me, you did a good job. Close to another 700, great job there. Send the rain to Arizona. Oh my goodness. Dharma, I will also be in Arizona if you're I don't know if you're in the Phoenix area, but I will be in Phoenix, Scottsdale area July 16th. We're gonna have a meetup, so if anybody wants to join us for that, there's gonna be a few of us meeting for lunch on the 16th if you're able to join us. Hope you guys aren't being flooded. Oh, listen, there's some sad stories out there. We won't go into it, but we are not being flooded here. But the places that are flooded have my heart right now. I have not been able to stop thinking of it. 395 words on food in a restaurant. Don't know about pacing, but it sounds delicious. Love it. I didn't write, but I got clothes folded. I see your comments. There it goes. It's just a lot of people here. Okay, I am not gonna make it through everything, because there's just too many comments, and we are going to keep going. Hey, Rita, I'm so glad you're here. We are gonna move forward with another 25-minute sprint, and then after this, we'll need to cut it maybe to a 15-minute sprint to close it out, but let's go ahead and get started. 25 minutes on the clock. If you have not been focusing well so far, this is your chance. Do what you need to, do a little meditation, get your right music on. I lit a candle. This is the get shit done candle. It's for all of us. So let's focus in and get some writing in. Happy writing, you guys. Okay, we made it through 3 sprints. How have you been doing? So it is already 37 after. So I'm going to change up the timer in just a minute so that we're probably going to do, let's see, I think we'll probably just do a 15-minute sprint, or maybe let's just do a 10-minute sprint and you can kind of clean up your area. You can get some coffee or whatever afterwards so we don't miss Angela's sprint coming in after this. So let me know how you did, and then we'll just do one final 10-minute sprint. So I was working a little bit on episode 3 index card. I like to, before I start writing, put down as much as I can on an index card. So when I'm first starting out, I'm like writing an overview of the scene. And then as I'm getting a little deeper into it, I sort of write down what's the opening image of the scene, what's the major conflict, what is the hero or heroine's point of view character's goal in the scene, and then what's the conflict that's keeping them from getting it, and then how does the scene end. And then I'll also put in any kind of subplot stuff that's happening. So that way I have a lot of clarity. I know that doesn't work for a lot of people because that's too planny and you just have to get in there and see what happens. But for me, I like to have the sorry, I just saw that comment. I like to have the clarity. So that's been super helpful for me. Um, all right, planned a super long scene. Love it. 335 for Casey, chapter and a half edited. We got 660, 222 for Leslie, 174 pages to go through with a red pen, and did 2. I love you, Cassie. 512 for Elizabeth, one more character. Bios joined late. 289, 505 for Lindsay, 445, 257 for Sherwood Ryder. The rewrite is going well but slow. I love it. This is the comment that made me laugh. Hey, Jen, did some journaling and listening to K-pop Demon Hunters. Y'all, this is a new movie on Netflix and it is so good. The music is so good. I really loved this. But there's actually some things in that series that have to do with like marks showing up on people's bodies that is so much like what I'm writing right now. And I was like, okay, this is affirmation. It's really fun. Highly recommend if you're looking for something to watch. It's safe to watch with the kids if you have kids, but it's also fun for adults. Very good movie. 269 words and some research. 527. Crystal, almost finished journaling. So excited to tackle my projects, one for a client and one for me. I saw, so sorry. I saw that you mentioned you're working with someone writing a memoir and somebody else said they were writing a memoir. So maybe you guys need to get together. I don't have any good advice about writing a memoir, but I know that there are, there are tips out there just like any genre. Tracy got a coffee and got settled in. That's perfect. Andy got 294. Slow start. Listen, Chelsea, like time flies when you're in the zone. The key is allowing yourself to get in the zone, right? It's like, especially after taking a break, there's so much resistance sometimes to sitting down, which is why I love the sprints and I love the time that we have together because it just gives you an excuse, I guess, to say, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write, I'm going to focus. And that is super, super helpful. I ate lunch, hit my stretch goal. Don't have time. I have a day and a half and don't have to write and still make my RDC goal. That is so great. Like getting ahead in the early days is very helpful. 200 words for JM. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. Me too. Highly recommend it. Is that per scene? Yeah. For right now, I'm doing it per episode. Which not every episode is a single scene, just because I'm writing this serialized. So some episodes will have 2 or 3 scenes, but typically when I'm writing a regular novel, it's per scene. And that doesn't always mean per chapter because I might have 2 scenes per chapter or something like that. But yeah, that's typically what I do. Just went over 2K words for this session. Yay, that's so exciting. Good job. The more planning of a scene or chapter, the better. I need the clarity. Yeah, this is the crazy thing about being writers. Like I feel that same way, Lori, but then there are other people that if they were to do that, they would lose all passion for the scene. They just need to do it from, no clarity, just get in there and write it. And I think part of the key of being a writer is not getting distracted by other people's processes and just figuring out what works best for you and being willing to experiment until you find that for yourself. New characters appeared. I love that. 485, about to start a major fight. Love it. Okay, we are moving on to our final sprint, but I am going to take just a second to change this timer. If I can figure out how. Focus timer. Here we go. 10 minutes. Let me try to. For some reason, it never wants to like do what I tell it to do. I don't know what I'm doing wrong because it says 10. Like if I move it around a little bit, let's refresh, see if it'll go. Dun, 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 10 minutes. Okay, we have 10 minutes on the clock. This is our final sprint. So let's make it a good one. If you need to, just use this as a kind of getting yourself ready for the next sprint, which will be Angela at the top of the hour. But we've got 10 minutes, so let's make it count. Okay, that's it. Our sprints. But that is not the last sprint of the day. So we have sprints going on all the way through the rest of the day. If you want to see the full calendar, you can either go to heartbreathings.com and click on the writing sprints tab where you'll find our Google Calendar, which has links to all the writing streams that are going on throughout the week and the month. Or if you go to the post tab on my Heart Breathings channel, just click on my picture and then go to the part that says posts and you'll see a link to everybody's channel. But our next sprinter is Angela Hester. And this is the link here at Angela Hester Books. If you want to head over there, if you want to just click the link, it is also in the description, but I'm going to post it one more time here for you guys. I wanted to just quickly answer this too. Lindsay said, when did you start calling yourself an author? Was it after you published your first book or before? I decided that I wanted to be a writer. It was just like a spur of the moment. I was a teacher at the time. I was like, you know what? I mean, I had always wanted to do it, but I was like, I'm going to go do this. And so as soon as I took that leap and said, I'm going to do this, I started calling myself a writer. But in terms of author, that didn't feel true to me until I had published my first book until I had finished my first book. It's like once I had authored something, I wrote a book, that never saw the light of day. But I was the author of that. And so at that point, when people would ask me, what do you do? I would most of the time just say I was an aspiring writer. But I think now just claim it whenever you want to claim it. There's really no rules about it. But for me, I felt right calling myself a writer from the beginning, like from the first day that I was learning to write. And then I started using the word author more once I was published, but I don't see there being any kind of rules as to when you're allowed to do it. It's really just a matter of when it feels comfortable and when it feels right to you. And I think the earlier you can claim it, the better, because it's who you are. You're writing words. This is what you're doing. You're a writer, you're an author, you're authoring words. And I think that matters, whether you're published or not. You're still an author, you're still a writer, you're still doing it. Because there's a lot of people that think I want to be a writer, but they're not actually showing up and taking any steps. And it's not about how fast you go or about how many books you write. It's just about, are you actively on the pursuit of being a writer? And if you are, then you are a writer and you're an author. Thank you all so much for joining us today. So it is Double Down Day. We just had our sprints here on Heart Breathings, but Angela Hester Books will be up next. So make sure that you just make sure that you head over to Angela's channel, and then we've got more and more sprints. So every 2 hours we switch to a new channel, but hopefully every hostess, of course, will let you know where the next sprints can be found. I will be kind of lurking in on the comments of everybody's as well, so I hope you'll join us there. And then otherwise, I have hopefully a few new videos coming out for you this week. We're going to do a Q3 reset video, a mid-year planner video, and I have a video coming up on how to identify plot holes and use reverse outlining to fix them. So all of that's coming up over the next couple of weeks. I really missed you guys. I'm so glad to be back. So thank you very much for joining us and for getting your writing in and doing all of that. So hopefully I will see you over on Angela's sprints. And that's it for today, you guys. I super love you. Bye.